Right, so this is the behemoth 83-inch LG M3 OLED TV. The world's first 4K 120Hz completely wireless OLED TV. And after just launching, will retail for circa £7,500.
But what do you get for all of that bump? Well, it's powered by the Alpha 9 AI processor Gen 6, comes with G-Sync and FreeSync to reduce screen tearing, display stutter and input lag when gaming, and of course being OLED, you have incredibly high contrast ratios, gorgeous colours and those incredible deep dark inky blacks, making low light scenes in movies and games superb. But none of those features have anything on one of the key selling points here, which is the aforementioned fact that the M3 OLED is the world's first completely wireless OLED TV. Yes, your ears are not deceiving you. Other than the power cable, not a single wire or cable anywhere to be seen. Yet it's connected to my TV package, my gaming console. What on earth is this sorcery? Most TVs, like my LG G3 OLED that is now coming down so that this M3 OLED can go up, have ports on the back for HDMI, USB cables, etc., but not on the M3. No holes. The advantage of this is once you have wall mounted the TV, more on that shortly, you don't have to worry about bending HDMIs or fitting trunking or cable ties, because let's be honest, nothing hurts the appearance of a brand spanking new, beautiful bezel-less TV than having cables dangling messily around all over the place. Something that the M3 OLED definitely doesn't have to worry about. I mean, just look at this. So if there are no ports, how does it work? Well, for that, we need to see what else comes in the box. You have the paper guide, which helps you best position your TV by size. I think this model also comes in a 77-inch version, with a rectangular cutout for where the bracket is then best placed to go on the wall. The remote, more on that in a second, and the paperwork, and this little box of goodness here. And this will become crucially important later. If you are wall mounting this TV, I certainly would recommend at least 2 people, but I personally would probably recommend maybe 3 if you can. As it's incredibly heavy, so 2 people for lifting, and an extra person could be handy to be on eyes duty to help line up the 4 metal prongs and the 4 holes on the included wall bracket once that has been screwed onto the wall. So what does this box actually do? Well, this is the Zero Connect box, and it's basically the hub of all of your set-top boxes, Fire TV sticks, gaming consoles, etc. to connect to before wirelessly by magic firing these signals to your M3 OLED TV. On here you have your LAN port, along with ones for IR blaster, antennas, 3 HDMI with 4K 120Hz compatibility, and eARC and ARC support. AC in, 2 USB, common interface, and optical digital audio out. On setup, the TV gives you helpful instructions of how to connect the box to the TV, and it happens in seconds. You are advised where best to position the box for optimal signal, and I've chosen to plonk it front and center. You can also put it to either side, as long as it is in front of the TV and nothing is blocking the line of sight. So don't put it above, don't put it behind, etc. As long as you have a blue light on the box, you are onto a signal winner. Green is okay, orange is subpar, and red is not connected. And by swiveling this kind of turntable and adjusting the sliding button up or down, you can alter the signal until you have it on blue. Navigating this monster screen is really nice and simple thanks to LG's latest WebOS platform. I'm still not a huge fan of the large cartoony looking icons, and the overall layout of everything could be slightly more refined and concise, I feel. But there are plenty of features here, like the brightness booster, which does exactly what it says on the tin, and you have a game optimizer feature that allows for some serious customization when on a marathon gaming session. And finally, there have been some pretty substantial upgrades to the remote. I've been saying for years now that the remotes on LG TVs don't quite match up to how premium and high quality their displays are, but now look at this shiny beaut. Lovely brushed metal appearance, nice and weighty in the hand, and the buttons all feel super clunky. And listen to this scroll. Oh, ASMR heaven. You also have quick access to things like Prime Video and Netflix, and whether you are using these apps for movies, sports or gaming, things just look incredible on this cinema heaven screen. LG's OLED self-lit pixels are brighter than before, with the light boosting algorithm, light control architecture, and other refinements made possible by the Alpha 9 AI processor 4K Gen 6. That is a mouthful. And if you aren't aware, OLED panels basically contain a huge amount of individual pixels that can all individually be turned on and off. So the authenticity of colours and contrast within scenes are so much more true to life over traditional LCD TVs, and the TVs can be far thinner too, as there is no need for a backlight. And it shows you just how confident LG are on their hardware, because they're offering currently, I believe, a 5-year manufacturer's warranty on those OLED panels. Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, and for you gamers out there, a 0.1 millisecond response time, NVIDIA G-Sync compatibility, AMD FreeSync Premium, and VRR support all here. The M3 OLED has an AI Sound Pro audio feature, which virtually mixes the sound to create the effect of 9.1.2 surround speakers. And while you can connect the M3 OLED to a soundbar, for example, for a sort of more truly elite audio experience, you don't necessarily have to. As for such a thin TV, the audio certainly isn't shabby.
And the fact there are no cables to be seen here just gives the aesthetics of the space just that little bit of a boost, a bit of a je ne sais quoi. I still can't do a French accent. It just has such a clean and crisp look.
And one great thing is once the TV is up and mounted on the wall, there is zero need to move it around, because you don't need to be removing and adding any cables. Modern TVs are so slim that you could potentially damage them by accidentally bending the screen panel when shifting them around.
It can be just a kind of set and forget.
I will leave all the information in the video description below. If you're interested in the M3 OLED, then go through and check it out. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will try my best to answer them where possible. Check out some of my other videos here that you might enjoy too. My name's Adam, you've been the best as always. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. ASBYT, peace out.